Howdy, Possum Patty here at Soggy Bottom. A very soggy bottom. We had a little bit of rain, so yeah, it's very wet. Well, my idea for the fairy garden was to dig up a little bit of moss and line the campground. Yes, and line the fairy campground with moss instead of putting some mulch. What do you think? There's some moss right down here at my foot. Well, the squirrels have been very busy with their hickory nuts here behind the shed. But there's a nice patch of moss right down here. Now, I was thinking of this kind of moss for the garden, the fairy garden, but this moss is also back here. And this is a very pretty one, but usually I see this one growing on logs. This is a different one over here too. Ooh, a whole bunch of different kinds here. And all I was going to do is to pick out a piece like this. Like this. Now don't worry about roots because actually moss doesn't have any roots. So any roots like that, throw those away. Yeah, that's not the moss. And then I was going to walk it over to the fairy garden. I'm just doing one shovelful right now. I'm not really dressed to do this. And then add it to the campground. Yes. I don't know if it'll grow here. It will get a lot of sun. But maybe if I keep it wet, it'll be okay. Now we'll try a little piece, or a couple little pieces. See this rock? These are all garnets. A lot of rocks in Connecticut have natural garnets in it like this. And look at this one. Pink. Isn't that gorgeous? Big giant hunk of pink quartz. A rose quartz, I guess, yes. Giant hunk of rose quartz. And an orange one. Get a pink one, an orange one, a white one. And look at this. Those are all garnets in that rock. Howdy, Possum Patty and the Soggy Bottom bunch here. Frolic of fairies back there as usual. April visitors up front. And a flower from my freesia. I fell off. I don't know why. This one fell off. Maybe it's just done, but I'm going to put it there. It's so beautiful. And since I'm doing a fairy garden page today, this also reminds me of a little fairy dress, doesn't it? So cute. Yes, I love it. Anyway, today is Monday. This morning, while watching Janet Nash's live, I did some coloring in the journal. The page with the hearts on it. And let me see. I only did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did 8 hearts. I did 8 hearts this morning, yes. And I still have, a couple more to go. A heart here and part of a heart. And a heart there and a couple more parts of hearts back there. Just having fun with my colored pencils and pens, yes. But it just takes me forever. So I decided just to get around to it. Yes, just get around to doing that last page. So all I have to do is come back and finish coloring on this page. And I could just leave the journal out and color, anytime. So I did the 2 March gardening pages yesterday. And I've got one more page to do, yes. And I have this from a magazine. It's a little gnome garden. A gnome garden's like a fairy garden, right? And I just wanted to get it into the journal here. I have another strip. Here it is. I have another piece here. Somehow covered the page. And I have a picture of my fairy campground. There's going to be more fairy village out there pretty soon. But right now, the campground is open, yes. So I was going to put the picture in here. And then I was looking for maybe a little background paper to make a frame around that. I could pick a paper that I could write on. I could do that and just write tiny around on the frame that the fairy campground is open. Now this is the fairy campground. See, this is the dilemma. Let me tell you about the dilemma. Yes. Should this go in with gardening because it's in the garden and there's plants all around it? Should it go in the fairy journal? What journal does this really belong in, right? That's why, or it's one of the reasons why I love to cosmically smash everything into one journal. Yes, because then I don't have to make those decisions. Is this fairy journaling because it's a fairy campground? Does it go in a fairy journal? Is it gardening because it's in the garden? Does it go in the garden journal? Yes. No, it's just going to go in the Cosmic Smash journal. Yes. Yes, I was talking about themes with one of the possum peeps. And well, your theme can be Cosmic Smash, yes, and smash everything in there. I have theme journals. Yes, I do. And to tell you the truth, the theme journals are the last to get done. The theme journals are the last to get done. Because meanwhile, I'm cosmically smashing everything into another journal. Yes. Don't get me wrong. I love my fairy journal and my Asian glue book. Oh, and my red glue book and my rock learning journal. Yes, I love all of them. But I always go back to the cosmic smashing. All right, I talked about this yesterday. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to glue this down, cover up the page, find a background for this, do a tiny bit of journaling, and then, oh, Mr. Possum and I are going out. Yes, we are. I didn't tell you about our adventure the other day. Yepers, we went to the New Haven Mineralogical Gem and Rock and Mineral Show. It was a long name, yes. The Rock Club Show. Yes, we went to the Rock Club Show, the New Haven Rock Club Show. And I was hoping to meet someone there from the local rock club, the Eastern Connecticut Rock Club, right? New Haven is sort of central. Well, we went in the door, and you pay to get in, and there's some people sitting at the desk from the New Haven Club. And I asked them, was anybody there from the Eastern Connecticut Rock Club? They said no. They looked at me like I was a strange bird. I said, oh, okay. So we did the whole show, walked around. Oh, this will be another video, yes. Oh, beautiful, beautiful things I saw, yes. Oh my, yes, I'll be sharing that with you. Anyway, so walked all around, didn't see anyone from, it's called Thames Valley Rockhounds. Didn't see anybody from the club, anybody wearing a shirt or anything, right? So I said to Mr. Passo, I said, well, I'm almost done. I said, I've gone to all the vendors in, the banquet hall. I said, but out in the hallway were some like learning stations set up. I said, I want to go check those out. So he said, okay. He sat down for a few minutes and I went out of the banquet hall and I'm walking down the hallway. So there were a few tables and I just decided I would go from one table to the next. And at the first table, the gentleman was talking about, the local New Haven club. And he had some very interesting rock samples and minerals and talking about local and worldwide collecting. And then there was another table and another one. So I'm just working my way down to the end. The very last table. Saw the whole show, went to every table, every vendor. The very last table, way down at the end of the hall. I'm talking to the folks. All of a sudden, I notice their T-shirts say Thames Valley Rockhounds. I was like, I've been looking for you guys. I have been looking for you guys. It's like I almost left, right? I had almost gone without going all the way to the end of the hallway. So I talked to the folks about joining the rock club. Yes, I did. And they're like, well, Monday night is our meeting. And I'm like, oh, okay. Give me the time, give me the place. I said, we'll be there. Well, the reason why I wanted to join a rock club was because the rock clubs are the folks who actually get the permits to go into places that you usually can't go to collect mineral samples and rock samples. Yes, fossil samples. That was in Pennsylvania. And so I was like, oh, I'm so interested. Yes, I am. I want to join the club. I want to go out and do some rock hounding with you guys. Yeah, so that's where we're going to be going in a little while. Well, we're going to grab a bite to eat on our way down there. I say local. It's not terribly close, but it's the closest one. Well, Mr. Possum had to go out and do some errands. Yes, he's stopping at the post office and a few other places. He's mailing a package for me. Limited edition that somebody won during the live. And a postcard, too, that somebody won during the video the other day, right? Anyway, yeah, he's going to come back, and then we're going to take off, get a bite to eat, go to the rock club meeting. I'm so excited. Yes, I am. Find out when they're going to be going out and doing some rock hounding. That was a long explanation. Oh, fairies. So there's all kinds of things for sale, right? All kinds of things for sale. I got something special for my fairies. Yes. I'm not going to show you right now, but it's right here. That'll be another video. A video about the show and everything I saw. And I want to journal about that. And a video about what I brought back for the fairies. Yes. Oh, but Possum Patty, you don't have a rock learning journal anymore. Am I going to smash my rocks cosmically? No, I'm not. After all that talk about a cosmic smash, I'm going to do another rock learning journal. I've got my gorgeous piece of petrified wood here. Oh, I love that I got at the flea market the other day. And a few more things sitting over there too. Anyway, enough yakking. I want to get the page done and get ready to go to the rock club. Come on along. And here's my heart coloring page. See the shiny gold? I love those accents. And these are the hearts I did. A few more to do and this page will be done. And here's my little gnome garden. Look at the little gnomes in there, so cute. Now I feel like I need to go to the Dollar Tree and get a couple of little gnomes for my garden. Now, this paper has a rippy edge. I'd like to keep that rippy edge. And let's see, there was another little scrap here. Oh, here it is. And there's a little gnome there too. So I can add this and then cut it and put him over here. And then put my picture, like maybe there. I'll put that little gnome over there. Or I can put my picture here because I got a gnome there. So maybe I'll put this gnome diagonally and rip the edge. Oh, and I pulled out this, which is beautiful, this Graphic 45 Little Things paper pack that I got at the flea market. It's got these little elves and fairies and gnomes in it. But it's too busy. I think it's too busy to put on top of this. So I might look for some plain paper. So I'm going to save this, put it back in the fairy bag for now. And just grab a piece of plain paper. Oh, there's plain paper in here. There's plain pieces of paper in here. Ooh, wouldn't this go nice with all these little purple flowers? So I'm looking in my bag that says fairy for journaling. All right, I think that'll be it. Easy peasy, pumpkin squeezy. You know what I do? Sometimes I glue it down and then I'll turn it and rip it to match the page. I think I'll do that. But before I do that, I want to put these pieces in. So I'm going to need that much for over here. So I need to cut it right about there. But it's actually going to go here. And then this little guy is going to go over here. So I guess this piece will go first. It's all about the paper engineering. What goes first? What goes second? I would love to find a little hillside and make a gnome garden like this. Yes. Let me make sure I left enough there. Okay, he's got to go higher up. About there. I need to cut it right there. Where's my white pencil? Maybe this is what inspired me to put some moss in the garden. Just looking at this. All right, we're going to glue this guy down. And this guy goes on top like that. I made a little red mark there, so I don't put any glue on that side. Get that in there. See, then I turn it over and rip like this. And now I have my magazine image covering the page. And so now, oh, maybe I'll cut this first. Where's my pencil? Purple border so I can write on it. And this was March 15th. Oh, this is like that handmade paper, kind of fluffy around the edges. Got a lot of fibers, a little bit of sparkle. A lot of fiber, a little bit of sparkle. I would like all the edges to be like that. I wonder if I could shave this a little bit. Get it fluffy on all the sides. Put my picture down. I think I'll write it first before I glue it down because I got to go around the edge and I could turn it. March 15, 2025. A bit of a garden tidy up and the fairy camp. I turned the paper. Ground is now open. Wow, that just fit. Ta-da! And I need another glue paper, some glue stick. Put it right there. Ta-da! Okay, I know I've done this before, but for myself, I need to do a quick check just to make sure that all the pockets have something in them and that all the journaling cards are journaled on. And these are cards from Possum Peeps. And this was a list, yes, a list of things to look for in nature. And a card, and that's journaled on. And we've got journaling, and we've got Thanksgiving. And this is journaling 2023. And yeah, that's Happy Mail. And this is Election Day journaling, and journaling there, and journaling here. 2023. And that's a letter from a peep. And that's journaling there. And these are collages and lots of fun stuff from Possum Peeps here in pockets. I got these fun dangles everywhere. Nature journaling. Yep, that's a Possum Peep card. And this is from Lovely Leanne. I know I got to do some coloring, but I'm just checking the pages. This is from Martha, my daffodil, and more Possum Peep pages and more Possum Peep pages. I love how this came out. I had so much fun doing this collage and making a flip with a piece of fabric. Journaling. And I just did that page and this page and this page. Oh, yeah, see, I took the card out, right? This was from Vex because I didn't want to get it full of glue when I was doing these pages back here. I did this the other day. Some recent journaling here, St. Patrick's Day, and garden journaling from the other day. And Yepers, besides coloring, every page has something on it. Every pocket is full. Every journaling tag has journaling on it. And now I have a nice chunky monkey. It's not ridiculously chunky like some of my journals are. It's perfect. It's Possum Perfectly Chunky. Possum Perfectly Chunky, yes. But you know what? I'm not going to walk over and put it on the shelf. No, I'm going to leave it out. I'm going to leave it out, and I'm going to keep these pencils together because these are the colors that I'm using. A limited palette, yes, a limited palette for my heart. And I'm going to finish that up, and that's it. I've got to get ready to go, but somebody's knocking at the door. Who's there? It's the mayor of Soggy Bottom, Miss Stinky Winky Woo. Should I go let her in? Of course, she's the mayor. I have to let her in. Hello? Meow? Did you come see your constituents? Huh? Did you come in to see your constituents? And here's the mayor of Soggy Bottom banging on the door. Yes, she was. Oh, I got the black sweater on. I'm going to have to defer before I leave the house. Yes. Well, we were just saying our goodbyes. Yes, we were. We were saying our goodbyes so I can get ready to go. Yeah, yes. I know, you just wanted to say howdy. You just wanted to say howdy to everybody. Well, thanks for coming along with me on this journaling journey. Yes. And thank you, Rhonda, so much for this journal. Just a little bit of coloring fun left, and this journal is finished after a couple of years. Happy junk journaling. Bye-bye.